You're jamming with the hottest disc jockey. DJ Dork Genius. Be sure to send your music and beats over to ThatDorkyReviewShow at gmail.com.
I could walk 1,000,000 miles, I'll always end up at your door. I'll be at your door, baby. I'll go up 1,000,000 steps, I'll always end up on your floor. I'll be on your floor, baby. Baby, I ain't playing games. What's yours is mine, what's mine is yours. What's yours is mine, what's mine is yours. Let's go take a trip, let's go hit the strip, baby, let's explore. Let's explore, let's explore. I don't care about what other people say, that's okay. If the police looking for me, tell them lies, get it straight. All that hating bullshit, I recognize another day. All you need to know is, girl, I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Girl, I'm on the way. I do more speed than the law allow. Life's a roller coaster. In the end, it's gon' level out. Always in my phone. Can you tell me what is that about? I know we done had it out. Girl, I hate to drag it out. You was there for me when I ain't had nobody else. You were lend a helping hand when I ain't need nobody help. I would do it for you when I wouldn't do it for myself. They been plotting on my wealth. Lord, cover me with stealth. And fuck them bitches, cause we bout our business. We rollin' around in dirty money and it's plenty. You wake up early, take a shower, put on fancy linen. You get my car spinning, all I wanna see is grinning. I could walk 1,000,000 miles, I'll always end up at your door. I'll be at your door, baby. I'll go up 1,000,000 steps, I'll always end up on your floor. I'll be on your floor, baby. Baby, I ain't playing games. What's yours is mine, what's mine is yours. What's yours is mine, what's mine is yours. Let's go take a trip, let's go hit the strip, baby, let's explore. Let's explore, let's explore. I don't care about what other people say, that's okay. If the police looking for me, tell them lies, get it straight. All that hating bullshit, I recognize another day. All you need to know is, girl, I'm on my way.
That brown, sip of that wine, get rolled up, about to have a good time. A shot of that brown, a shot of that brown. Some people like goose, makes them get loose, but a shot of that brown, then it all goes down. A shot of that brown, a shot of that brown. Fill up my blunt until the weed is running over. Fill up my cup until the world I see is slowed up. You need a shot of this brown to get you hot and ready. Smoke rushing, drinks is flowing, keep them steady. This place got chicks from the windows to the walls. I left my girl at home, so I be pimping till she calls. They can hear dancing like they want me to choose. I keep my head up in the clouds, cause I got too much to lose. Youngsters beat the dope down, they full of that white. Old heads that hit the club and order brandy on ice. Cover on the bottles, not a limit in sight. Get the weed lit up and have one hell of a night. I'm sitting at the bar a long week, so I'm thankful. Bartender walked up and asked me what I'm drinking. It doesn't matter just as long as it's brown. Cavassier, Jackie D, Remy, Henny, or Crown. Shot of that brown, sip of that wine, get rolled up, about to have a good time. Shot of that brown, a shot of that brown. Some people like goose, makes them get loose, but a shot of that brown, then it all goes down. Shot of that brown,
Shot of that brown.
a shot of that brown.
Come on.
Let's go, yeah. You see the way that I've been moving, I've been rolling lately. They keep on asking how I've been doing, I've been golden, baby. Before this I was up in hell, yeah, I was going crazy. And now I'm doing what I love, that's why I'm flowing lately. You see the way that I've been moving, I've been rolling lately. They keep on asking how I've been doing, I've been golden, baby. Before this I was up in hell, yeah, I was going crazy. And now I'm doing what I love, that's why I'm flowing lately. I'm back at it, causing mad static, mad havoc. Spitting at these rappers till I leave them asthmatic, choking. Boy, you gotta be joking. It's like I got these speakers on nicotine, cause after hearing me, they fucking smoking. Yeah, and I ain't gotta fuck the gift. I was going through the worst, but now I keep it positive. All the shit that I went through, man, this is what it brings. And I'm tired of wasting time, so now I gotta do my things, yeah. Raw shit, straight up the OZ. People used to talk shit, now they wanna know me. Bitches never call me back, now they try to phone me. If you play this loud enough, you gon' probably OD. Couldn't do this by my lonely. I'm thankful for the homie. My life is fucking better now. I'm finally off the up inside the studio. I kill it, call the police. They gon' have trouble, cause can't nobody control me.
First of all, nigga, fuck Tik-Tok. You messing with a dog that will never stop barking. I hope you stumble when you fall and you break, just to see the pain and the hurt in your face. Yeah, I'm talking to you and the rest of them
what
too.
Up, y'all?
On the live saying fuck me, nigga, well it's fuck y'all too. Old school I am, and I don't give a damn. I'm locked, pop by bitch, cause I am what I am. The OGs told me not to sell your soul. Be yourself, you know, the politics is control. And I know that, and I try to show that. But instead they fight back, when I'm trying to show them the fact. That's why you see me on Facebook, posting the pop. Cause it seems like the world have forgot, but not me, dawg. I'ma always recognize the real, and the ones who touch my heart for real. The rest can eat it. Yeah, it's me. We don't play that shit. When you hating in the lie, we don't play that shit. Ain't showing no respect. We don't play that shit. If you ain't talking what we talking, we won't play your shit. Tryna diss me, we don't play that shit. When you hating in the lie, we don't play that shit. Ain't showing no respect.
We almost started, y'all.
If you ain't talking what we talking, we won't play your shit.
Send that fire to our email. That's ThatDorkyReviewShow@gmail.com. We play independent artists, producers, and bands across the globe. We can do live performance, music videos, MP3, SoundCloud, BandLab. Like, listen, everything but Tidal and Apple Music. We'll, of course, repeat that as soon as we officially start. But send to our email, ThatDorkyReviewShow@gmail.com. Get yourself in line. We are live on all platforms. Appreciate you guys for being here. Get your stuff in, man. We want to review it. We rate everything on a 1 to 10 scale. All feedback is welcome. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm not the only one. You better watch it. It's getting obvious. You petty watching. That's kinda gay, dog. Come out the closet. I'm not the only one that's making profit. I'm just blessed that I get to do what I wanna do when I wanna do it. I'm not the only one. You better watch it. It's getting obvious. You penny watching, dog.
Everybody watching my penny. Stay silent, so we never gotta get ready. Why they wonder what I'm making? Peanut butter with the jelly. Tell me I'm a fat bastard, better get in my belly. Show them how they do it, but they never really get it. 2 thumbs up, now everyone is a critic. They ain't never give a fuck when I was sliding in the city. Now I'm out in Kelly and they wanna try and visit. Oh no, no, no. Fishlins go pro flow. Drive by, let me roll so slow. Top 5 in my city, ain't nobody drinking with me, but they can't the other 4 loco. Whoa, you want there to help me get it, but you wanna be there to help me spin it. I don't really think they understand I got a limit. On my own at 15, I've been truly independent. Past 5 years, I ain't worked for the man. 1099, made a personal plan. Had to get my family in a better situation. They've been waiting on me patient, I'm certain that I can. Damn, and every day I wake up, gotta thank the Lord. I got the means to be able to do a lot of things. Jealousy and envy, that's what the profit brings. So we gotta sing like,
I'm not the only one. You better watch it. It's getting obvious. You penny watching. That's kinda gay, dog. Come out the closet. I'm not the only one that's making profit. I'm just blessed that I get to do
Let's go.
what I wanna do.
Let's go.
When I wanna do.
Let's go.
I'm not the only one. You better watch it. It's getting obvious. You better.
Oh, y'all know what it is. We had 27 seconds till we officially start this show, man. Again, if you are independent or if you know somebody, go to your job, your school, they make music, man. Help them get their stuff played and whatnot. Yeah, I'm gonna say. Where we going, though?
Floating to Pluto.
Okay.
And on my way, I can see the stars amongst the dark. Did you know?
You're jamming with the hottest disc jockey. DJ Dork Genius.
just doing random shit. You already know what it is. If you haven't already, send your music to my email. That's ThatDorkyReviewShow@gmail.com. We're going to get started in 5, 4, 3.
Autobots, share the stream.
It's 2 in the morning, fell asleep and I'm yawning. Waking up on the lawn, I'm seeing blue and orange. People follow me to school and copy me until I stopped and put my music on. I'm just crawling like a zombie, gnawing on a Nazi, probably in his uniform. Born identity, homie, you've been warned. My brain is soaring like a unicorn.
If you're enjoying the show, remember to give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend. Right now.
All right, you already know what it is. Welcome to the stream again. I'm your host, Nonsense, aka Dork Genius, aka Chris Nonsense, aka your mama's favorite dork, aka your dork for hire, aka El Dorky Corbon, aka Dorkyuso Quince, aka I got way too many AKAs. But I rap, I produce, I mix and master, and of course I do this show for you guys, so we can discover new music and give you guys any pointers of things that could possibly make your songs or videos or things like that better. Sometimes you guys don't know how good your songs are and that you should take it to a video mode. Whatever the case, anything that we hear, we will sort of give you our thoughts on. We rate everything on a 1 to 10 scale. We are again live on all platforms, so shout out to everybody tapped in, of course, tonight. Share it up, hit that like button, tag in artists. If you haven't subscribed or followed us, man, make sure you do so you can be notified as soon as we go live and you guys can get your stuff in early. We accept everything but Tidal and Apple Music, so yes, send music videos, send live performances, send your Spotify, send your SoundCloud MP3. Just not Tidal or Apple Music, that is it. And also nothing that happens to be on the radio. So if you're rapping to a beat that already belongs to a Drake or Kendrick, don't send that to the show. You know what I'm saying? And replace Drake or Kendrick with Jay-Z and DMX, Biggie and Nas, Nicki Minaj, like anybody that you can think of, just pretty much replace them in there. Yes, don't basically send a song to the instrumental, as it will affect our streams or whatnot. Thank you. I said submitted. That's what's up. So if you guys submit to the right place, you should get a confirmation email right back to yours in about like 15 to 20 seconds or so. If you don't, always resubmit a second time and be sure that you have the right email or whatnot. And for those that do want to skip the line to not wait and get more than one of your records played in a back-to-back fashion, hit that Cash App, PayPal, Super Chat, and Galaxies on the TikTok side. Alright, welcome for that.
Gonna burn like some hot sauce from hot ones in your eyes. Birdman will talk to an actual bird like I'm gonna chew through this beat like a termite. Don't make me put you where actual worms lie. Don't like my old shit, I'm thinking you were high. Like me when I'm looking down at a bird's eye view when I'm cool, better act like you surprised. Head to McDonald's, I'm about to steal your fries. Standing out.
We also do giveaways on the show if we happen to reach at least 100, 200, or 300 by the end. So once again, every time we do the show, good luck to everybody who rides out with us, as well as those who skip the line. That does help us get there. I'm trying to see if my cutaway still works right quick. Also, what happened to my mouse? Hold on. Let's see. I guess I gotta plug you in directly. All right. Then come over here. Let me test this. All right, cool, yeah. So every 100, 200, or 300 we get on the show, we do a giveaway. We have a wheel that has many prizes on it, from free skips, free beats, free mixes and masters, free interviews on the show, free merch, and more.
I think I've taken too many drugs and I'm in another universe, and I was trying to get buzzed in the studio and do a verse, but now I'm seeing an image of Coolio on Jupiter. If I was in the hospital, I probably want to do the nurse. Out of all 80s movies, I'm watching Ferris Bueller first. I'll walk right up to a bully and be like, homie, do your worst. If you don't got any gas, a freaking Razor scooter works. This one ain't for the kiddies, so Super Steve, you can curse. I'm spaced out and I'm
Alright, let's go ahead and get things started. And get directly in the free. Let me see what we got up first. Who was our first victim? Just kidding. It is Dreamer Black, man. Listen, man. Sorry it had to be you, man. You know, I appreciate you. I'm just kidding. There's no risk of going first, man. I'm just waiting for it to load up. Okay, let me drag and drop this one more time. Or if I was just saying, what do you mean copy and replace? Oh, you know what? Because I accidentally threw it there. All right, one. Last time something was in the way. There we go. Jeez Louise. Come on, man. We come back and they do all this. All right, Dreamer Black with Strength of Her Struggle featuring Stacks. Stacks. With a Q and an S. Listen. Send me something you truly want me on. You know my style. You know I can get down. So if you have something, you know, always send me an open verse. I'll see what's up. Lots of internet, last few days. Welcome back, Dakota.
That's what we preach on the surface. Without a woman's love is a king with no purpose. She the calm in the storm, relief from the pain. Gave birth to the earth, yes, she carries the blame. While we hustle and grind, she had to hustle through life. Raising kids, staying home to hold it down as a wife. Feeling trapped in a box that was never her size. She questions her worth every time that she cries. Lost touch with her peace, she live in the front. Scrolling through her phone, feeling like she ain't good enough. Posting pictures with a smile that don't match her soul, trying to fill empty spaces that the world done stole. They love what she give, but don't love who she is. She been battling demons, trying to silence the fear. Smiling in the crowd while she drowning in tears. Crying out to God, asking why is she here.
You sure is.
Crying in silence, masking her pain, getting lost in her thoughts, trying to manage the strain of the weight on her back that she carries alone. If you really listen, you can hear the pain in her tone. She been strong for so long, she could barely stand, doing it on her own with no help from a man. Built walls around her heart to feel in command, cause love let her down more times than she planned. Even question her own worth, but pray through the doubt. Asked on a couple dates, she afraid to come out. Don't wanna put her heart at risk, she keeping it tucked. Got love to give, but don't run out of trust. Every move calculated, no rush for the lust. Her faith buried deep and it's covered in dust. Gave a whole heart, but it wasn't enough. In the world so cold, it's tough to adjust.
What is happening with my... Second, y'all.
Look directly into your favorite wonders. Thank you, Heavenly Father, for making the impossible possible. The worst thing you can do in life is miss a heavenly call. No weapon formed shall prosper. In Jesus' name, we trust you, Heavenly Father. Our very worst days are never beyond the reach of God's grace.
At McDonald's, you get to save
Hold
on
on,
your
hold on.
face
At
during
McDonald's,
any time
you
of the
get to
day.
say,
Because now you can grab a sausage, egg, and cheese.
Listen. We know what we get to do at McDonald's. We got to eat food. That's what we get to do, y'all. You over here over-exaggerating shit, man. You know what I mean? Your ice cream machine don't work. First and foremost, man, let's go ahead and give a clap. Let me see if my keyboard works. Thank goodness. All right, now, first and foremost, man, I always love when artists come through with real content, right? Because that is our true way into, you know, the soul and really figuring out who you are, the records that you're truly able to make that sort of puts you on a more kind of serious light or whatnot, right? Anything that we're just sort of copying other records that may have came out, you know, in the full form, the style and everything, it sort of takes us out of an originalities, the ability to be creative. We're just kind of, you know, doing a paint by numbers record. But when you put yourself against, like, you know what, let me actually come with some content and build a story around, you know, something, right? With this, you could make a music video that reflects completely what you are talking about, right? The woman's plight, and it can be something that, you know, can shift the culture in a way or whatnot, or at least, you know, just let you see through, you know, this song or certain movies from Tyler Perry, or, you know what I mean? Like you get to see certain angles in different ways that allow you to have, you know, a little bit more sympathy in certain situations or whatnot. So I appreciate this. It was also 3 minutes and 29 seconds. I did feel like there's a little bit more of a polish in the mix that can be done. Like, we always love when we can hear a crisp and a cleanness, you know, with the vocals. And then lastly, I mean, the chorus is a little bit familiar in a certain way, right? Because we think about Eminem, you know, who essentially was the first, at least in my mind, to sort of do a hush little bit, Haley, don't you know what I mean? Like he kind of did that, so it's very reminiscent of that. But I could see how one could get there via the beat, right? If you're trying to think about a certain chorus, like that comes to mind. And there's no rules against, you know, more than one person being able to utilize something, as long as they change the overall words and stuff. But people will compare it to that, so you do gotta kind of put yourself in that mindset. What up? Let me see. What'd you say? Resend? Yeah, resend, man. Song that I sent late for last stream. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, resend it. We reset the emails. Yeah, we preset the female. Debo, that's a female. Listen, you gotta send it to my Gmail. Then you gotta make sure that you put all of the details, the project song and artist name, so I can see. Well, I don't know, man. Let me see. Let me jump in and head back in the overall lineup. Is it sent 3 times now? Some of that. Listen, you should get it. You should get it. That all I can say. I can say I can see it. I can see it. You ain't got the confirmation email though. You know what I'm saying? I can't help you, but I can see it though, and, at the very least, so you don't keep. 1,223 times. Did you refresh your email though before you did that? You probably was just like, I don't see it yet. Let's see who we got next. We are still in the free line. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Dork, D to the Orky. I mean, it's nonsense really, but Decoded. Decoded is up next. I don't know what the heck I'm about to freaking do, but you know I'm upset. I know y'all probably is wondering what the hell that sound is right now. It's lightning and thunder in a box. Like I randomly caught it and then I made a beat freaking with it. Matter of fact, y'all niggas taking things to a whole nother freaking level and shit. I also wanna hit you with a freaking shovel and shit. Like, listen, Halloween, I freaking seen the devil and shit. I was like, okay, now that I've seen you, I'm gonna take a shit like this. Going right back in it. People are freaking like, I don't know what this beat is, but I know what's like happening. Like, so decoders on our YouTube side, like, I'm gonna ask him, can we find this beat on YouTube, right? Like, now, or are you still working on it? Cause all of these artists like wanna try to vomit on a whole beat. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna say, but this is so neat. I also like think that there's somebody that'll go see to freaking these things. Like, anybody remember I don't know, the Pussycats and Josie? There's a lot of time for like people that say there's lots of dudes like you, but nobody's as cool as me. I got a goatee and freaking glasses. You know that there are lots of rappers that are freaking rap to this freaking shit. You make like, it's the lowness. The fact that it's low is making me do way less energy than I would normally have or whatnot. I feel like I have to manually turn it up. Right? I literally have to do that just to get it to this level. But then you hear, or you feel like there's potentially a little bit more compression in there than needs to be. More compression. There's a little time when I want to be able to freaking knock you down and then you get up. What do y'all think of the beat? Who could y'all hear on it industry-wise? That's what's up. Producers can send beats too, as you can see. So again, I had to turn it up to get to this level. So clearly there's still some mix work that needs to be done. This is where it is at in its currency or whatnot, so make sure you get that up a little bit more. So I'll say, like, producers, when you have a 2-track of your beats, just like artists, like we gotta master our stuff, right? So it can be seen and heard in the perfect light. And then, of course, when you provide the beat for the artist, right? And like most artists should be asking for the stems, so that way they can manipulate different sections as they please, maybe the engineer, and or, you know, like just figuring out that true way to work with the artist if you can as well. Because after the fact, whatever song that they make, there are things you'll be able to add and you know, kind of help finesse the record a little bit more. You know, it'll just inspire a few extra things. But as it stands, I do think that it still needs that overall polish, so that way we can get more you know, just more of an authentic feel, something that we could really get behind. Because again, like I said, at its current state, where the volume was, it was making my energy kind of go a little bit lower than I would have wanted it, right? And that's a testament to a few things. Sometimes the speed of a beat, the volume of a beat, the overall energy that is transferred, you know, if it's slower, if it is a little bit lower, like, you know, it kind of dictates what an artist might do. Like, you're not gonna hear a Mystical and a 6ix9ine, you know what I'm saying, on that, because they're gonna, you'll be like, where's the beat? You know what I mean? So big freaking salute, man. What do you guys think about that? Give your overall freaking thoughts. We will return to the free line in just a moment. He said not sure about it, just wanted to get some feedback. Well, I like elements of it, like, you know, I always say, like, send things like that that you can rap a little bit faster to Wreck Child loves to get on the chopper flow sniper shit or whatnot, and he would be perfect. Thank you for the likes, y'all, by the way, and thank you for y'all patience, man. Be friends with nothing, man. What are you doing? Email? Listen, you falling off. You falling off, man. Supposed to be sending people the confirmations and stuff like that, man. Listen, it's all good. I see y'all's, and you know we're combing through that line right about freaking now whatnot. We do have a free skip right now that was won by WJ, so we're gonna put that in, and then we'll be back in the free line after that.
I'm floating in the air, drifting all alone in the zone, and I don't care. Please leave me alone, everybody leave me there, 'cause I'm high.
Let me see, what is this one called? Broken Window Serenade. That sounds like a band right there, man. Yeah, the new album. Why is it Funkmaster Flex introducing it? The new album by
A couple pretty flowers is what I brought to you as I saw you through a broken window. Different point of view. You had signs of depression from a long line of sin in your face. Tells a story about the places you have been. I love you so. I thought you should know. And then muddy waters flowing as you take my hand past the creek down by the holler through your daddy's land.
Okay.
I can buy you a diamond. I cannot change your world, 'cause I ain't got no money. You'll never be my girl, no. Yeah. I thought you should know. You's gonna be a singer, a big movie star, but you can't catch no breaks.
I mean, you need some of that harmonization.
Hollywood is on. Now you were down at the timeout off of 155, and y'all dancing for your dollar, just trying to stay alive. It hurts me so. I thought you should know. And you feed your addiction with your crystal meth, then I pray for your life as it takes you to your death. Make your deal with the devil as your looks begin to fade. I saw you laughing through the tears as you slowly slipped away. I watched you go. I thought you should know. Yeah, I watched you go.
I mean, you need to.
I thought you should know. And that cold razor pouring,
but like with a
they
delay.
lay you in a grave, and I can barely recognize you in your fragile state. No more signs of depression from a long time ago. I throw in a pretty flower as it lay so you know it was a rose. I thought you should know.
That you should know.
That it was
I was trying to do Google Dolls right there.
And I'd give up forever.
I thought you should know. A couple pretty flowers is what I brought to you. I saw you through a broken window with a different point of view.
you had a band. I said, man, if you had a band. I said, man, if you had a band behind this one right here. I said, man, if you had a. Hey, sir! 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 Now, if you had a band, imagine, right? Just imagine different parts of this record where there's violins at some point, there's drums at some point, there's a harmonica, there's, you know, potentially trumpets or a saxophone or something. You know what I mean? When you add those elements, and that's to any record, by the way, people will respect the musicality a little bit more, right? I mean, even with something as simple as this, they will, right? With you, you know, having an acoustic guitar or a piano, it's a little trick you guys could use for any of your records. As long as there's a melody involved, you can sort of figure out a way into that song with a piano or acoustic guitar, and then kind of still perform your song. People will, you know, rock with it 100%, because they won't be expecting that, especially from, you know, just standard rappers and trap artists, drill artists, like anything like that. They'll never expect the kind of tiny desk performance and something a little bit more intimate. So when you do it, it's gonna throw you a level of respect that I think everybody is kind of looking for. But a lot of artists will try to just do the minimal and, you know, kind of get by with that. But like, man, if you guys step it up to the most grand that you could, like, really think about it, right? The most maximum a band can be, in my opinion, Dave Matthews Band, right? Because they always have the elements that I'm talking about. They have moments where there's a piano, moments where trumpets come out of nowhere, and they have, you know, and every individual band member you respect for that ability that they have, and that you're hearing a real, you know, a real musician playing their instrument. Down from that, within hip hop, I think we've always respected the Roots with their ability to be a full-on band. And even when Rozelle was there, he was the beatboxer. But they have that element of hip hop with that live band that I think everyone needs. If the Roots could just, like, you know, like, work for everybody at the same time, every time someone goes out and performs, they're just there, man. Like, you know, everybody would pretty much be set. But not bad, man. This is for WJ. This is his lane. I've always told him, like, that's my opinion. I appreciate, like, just how natural he does sound within it, whether he's doing a cover or trying to do something a little bit more original. It's usually the more rap things that we're having to work on a little bit to make sure that he stands out and sounds you know, authentic within what's there or whatnot. But not bad. We said that would put me on for sure. If those elements were there, guitar clean as fuck, not gonna lie though, you know what I'm saying? He was appreciating that. And then said I could hear an Everlong by Foo Fighters if he did those elements. Yeah, like, listen, ask him. Like, one of my first couple of reviews when he had sent some of this kind of stuff to the show was like, you remind me of those kind of lead singers, you know, the Tom Petty's, the you know, exactly that, the lead singer of Foo Fighters, and you know, his voice is very distinctive. Even like the Johnny Cash, if he's, you know, doing something from that. Dr. Mark Space with the mic over here. Yeah, bass, drums, keys, guitar. I'm saying. Yeah, shout out to Ryan on that. And what do you say? I was trying to put my finger on it, and then song long. He said song long as hell, man. Listen, you know, now I will tell you that is simply the detriment to the guitar going in the same place, right? It was kind of repetitive. It didn't necessarily change. It goes in the same area pretty much throughout the whole song. And, you know, without those extra elements to elevate the song, right? As it goes on, it's like you start to hear certain things and the song starts to form. And then you don't even notice the time because you appreciate the experience that you're going through, right? And so those are some elements that we do need to think about, like when it comes to the overall thing. All right, we have a skip coming right up, and then we'll be right back in the free line again.
I know diamonds are the things that you wish that you had, but homie, I'm playing old school games where it's all up for grabs. You know me. I love gold. I love gold. I got a big stick of gold where my thing used to be just because.
People who don't freaking know,
You know what? I just realized I threw that up there. No. Yeah, load me another one. I guess. No, not in here. Hold on, we got a video. Wait, where is it playing? Oh, it's playing twice. I was trying to load the video on my other screen, right? Again, I always gotta remind y'all, we are on all platform registration, and so we want to make sure everybody has their sort of screen or whatnot. Now on TikTok, however, I used to turn the screen around, but then I guess the cord that's attached to the phone that allows you to hear the actual record kept getting messed up. You would start either hearing a piercing, loud, you know, kind of squeaking sound, and or the song would just go out completely. So I stopped doing that. I don't want to risk it. So I'll recommend that you guys also, you know, have a separate device open with our YouTube if you want to see the music video right along with the song. You'll see my little freaking head in the corner, so we'll still be able to see my reaction overall to it. And or if you just want my reaction, then hop over to the TikTok side and then you'll see that primarily. Hold on, I know we're still in that screen right here. Get it here. All right, jump.
Face palm. Yo, check. Nonsense with the face palm. Vince Vaughn's been in space stars right? With his face gone. Still a race cars and a faint yawn. It's a space ball. Stay chill or remain calm. Take pills every day. Nah, I don't take pills. I just.
Stare into my mother's eyes, say, Father, forgive me. Truthfully, I don't know what got into me. I focus my energy towards infinity. The source of my serenity is endless space in its sense to
target
me. Enemies, the centerpiece of anger. Drained a piece, I need a vein to reach, but the pulse is slow. Sometimes I just don't know who the fuck to call. The ego is fragile, inflatable, shakeable when the cage is loose. From this punch-drunk love, makeshift prisms take these isms and make rules. Why the king's rules and these sinks don't run. Strap your boots back to roots, back to school with blood. Ignorance with Beretta clips to fun. But hey, girls wanna have fun, boys wanna be soldiers, bleed out in the mud. What do we worship? A warship? Why the sword shot, the doors thick with Ford lock? Why the core's hot, the heating bill is all fucked up? Jumpstart the car, homemade but store-bought. Why would I make sense? I make mess, but a short shot, head blown cause of headphones. They need more cops, shoot innocent people, there's no repercussions, so why the fuck not? If I stay silent, I'm a part of the problem. At least I never thought this shit would affect me. Think again, target practice could end me.
Already dope.
Couldn't
can't tell you what I see though. El Nino, Diablo, passing back and forth my ego. No street code or balance, filter out the week though. I can read your face, let's just see how bad your week goes. Keep close, learn a couple things, not the size of the dog, just the dog in a fight and what it brings to the scrapyard. At dark, all bite, no bark, coast to the Red Sea, let's see if it parts. Give me the keys to the city, let my power explode. That's the powder cave, they excuse to powder the nose. Devour the money, lose sight of it all. Blind lead the damned, get the children, get the car. Poison them young, so they don't get to evolve. Push them through the door, so the cycle revolves. Why this all takes place, the wild could call. We call it ADD, get the doctors involved. We are adults now, action figures and dolls down. Cholesterol pills, debt in the false doubt. Understanding of death, I live with my balls now. I'm senile in denial that it falls down. If heaven is a real place, I wanna send a message. No red rope or red tape, case closed to end this. The body bag was target practice. The body bag was target practice.
Give us the information you want to about this, of course. This is an upgrade. Let me go ahead and hit one of these. Oh, snaps. I almost hit the Dorky. Don't play that on accident, man.
41st side of 12th Street.
What up, man?
I'm well connected. Niggas know me. Pack heat. You know I gotta get it poppin'. Gun shopping. The end is getting real close. Police killing kids. The streets is no joke. It's like no hope. But watch me brush it off. We control the game, them other rappers soft. I'm a boss, been like that since a little kid.
All right, you had about 3 minutes of record within that, which of course I appreciate. We always talk about song length on the show. And you know, some of you guys believe that you should make 1 to 2 minutes of a record, right, for replay value and things like that. And I get it to a certain extent, but I also think it's a cheap way to make a song. You're basically expecting people to like your record enough to want to hear the same one verse again, right? Instead of wanting to do the artist's work and test yourself. Can you as an artist get people to or through a 2 to 3 verse record that has a little bit of length to it without them looking at their watch and getting bored? Because if you can, then you have a lot of presence, you have a lot of personality and resonance as an artist or whatnot. What I've always appreciated about you is you have a consistency with like really rapping, right? You have real content pretty much across the board. Every song, your beat selection is always dope. This one was, you know, no different. If in fact, again, it was even better. It's like every now and then you wait for those moments where we as artists kind of upgrade to another level of just like dopeness, right? Where it's like we rap on even doper beats, our skills get that much, you know, better. And then you start thinking about even more artists for us to collab with in different lanes than just the formal. That's what I heard with this, right? So, I mean, what? And he said that was done in 2016. My bro, what? What even? And how is this even a throwback? You know what I mean? Like, this feels like it felt like the quality was there, the overall, just because you hadn't ever sent that to the show, whether it was in song form or video form. Like, it felt like it was something, you know, brand spanking new. Like, you know what? Let me do this. And just know that it does feel like an upgrade. I would love to see what project spawned from this version of you, right? Because again, bars and everything was on point. The quality of the video beat was there, man. Anytime you gotta ask, like, yo, who produced it, man? You know, there's some resonance there as well. So big freaking salute. Timeless Timeless lives in authenticity, man. No doubt. That is freaking crazy, man. He said 3 minutes is great, man. Like, yeah, you see. And again, please always speak up. Give your thoughts on the matter when it does come through song length, because everybody does think differently. Like, I know I appreciate and I value different opinions. Mine just has always been like, we want this to be, we've wanted this music thing that we do to basically be our jobs for the longest time, and we've never been able to have a place we can apply for that job theoretically, right? We've never been able to literally say it was our job without somebody being like, yeah, but you need another job on top of that, or people just laughing at you because they think and assume there's no money in music and rap. And I feel like every step of the way, we have to give the listeners our money's worth. We have to, if you're even trying to get signed, what do you think labels look at? They want to see the artist's work ethic, their quality, the what they're able to do even on their own before they even try to tap into you guys and give you that extra push. And, you know, like it should be fun to basically get out here and do what you do, and for the professionality, you know, make sure that you keep that up as well. Axis, we got you up next. We're back in the free line. Let me see. You got Pressure. I don't know if this is a video as well, but you sent it in a video file, so let me see if that opens or if I gotta use something else. Oh my gosh, man. Finna get his cut for the Superman theme and shit like that, man. DC don't be playing. DC don't be playing. All right, hold on. You gotta do a spoof version of it.
Heroes don't wear capes, I'm fly anyway.
Oh, lyric video.
I'ma put you in your place. Can't stay or escape in the trap all day. Don't fall for the bait. Predators better pray for you. Step to the plate, dishing out the truth. I'm no saint, this fate. Let the devil hate. It's his job, mine being great.
Kinda wish I could turn it up.
Can't relate to snakes who say my name in vain. Fake ain't in my DNA. Real traits explain how I age with grace. Can't complain. See my face wasn't born yesterday. Try as you may, lie about from which I came. God knows it wasn't slaves, just a thought you entertained during the commercial break. Remain focused on the game. I don't even play, they shave points before the race. What sense that make? Started late, still broke the tape. Don't worry, I'll wait long as it takes. Gave chances, for goodness sake, keep a pen in the sword just in case. It's now or never, no room for error. Storm through the weather, nothing to be scared of. Thought you knew better, but it's whatever. Applying pressure, I'ma be here forever. Got that sauce, boy. Plot thick and stirs pot, simmer down is hot. Fuck you thought, I think not. From the bottom, I forgot. Took a loss to be on top. No more ducking cops. Keeping tabs on the ops. Be damn if I got going hard non-stop. Hand in hand, no clock. Take top, watch, always on the dot. Period. Cock block, God flow. Get my hold on, miss the spot. Soul ties in a knot. So mine's on lock. Got the key. Drop shot. Better not more stop. Before I close shop. It's a rap, not hip hop. Shot when you get shot. What's up, pop? I mean dot. Blood clot, bumper clot, no pop. Our Father in heaven on his job, working against the odds.
We only read the skip line because it would change whatever I would tell you free line wise.
Cream of the crop. Here's the season. Don't let one drop. That's top notch. It's now or never.
Now or never.
No room for error.
A lot of time.
Storm through the weather. Nothing to be scared of. Thought you knew better, but it's whatever. Applying pressure, I'ma be here forever.
All right. There's a lot of times that I want to tell you. There's a lot of freaking shit that I don't even know if I can. So with that one, I agree. Like my criticism outside of like the mix and wanting things to be a lot louder, right? Like what I always tell artists is when you're going into a mix, just period, right? How you know when it's done is, reference it on many different platforms and situations. Because when you're playing it from certain things, let's say a YouTube, a Spotify, a certain player, like there's only one volume knob, right? It goes up, it goes down, and when it's up, it should be at a standard volume that's loud enough for you to not want to have to turn it up anymore, and vice versa. You shouldn't really want to turn stuff down if you want to hear the music that's on. And in this case, it was just like it was where it was. I wasn't really able to make it a little bit louder. And some of that is due to the programs that you may make the video with, because you make the visuals and then you kind of add the audio to it within that program, and then you export. But when you export, some of you guys don't think about how the settings that you're putting in and the quality that you're doing it and via that. So you want the highest quality, so you're getting the highest sound, and you want to maintain everything in that proper way. And then aside from that, right, when it comes to the chorus, some pitch correction and or melodyne, make sure that the right harmonization is there, and don't forget to pan, right? Anytime you have a good amount of layers on your choruses or anywhere on your record, you want to make sure you have an equal amount of vocals for each different tone that you're doing, right? So you do three minimal for each of those tones. If it's if that's one, you do that 3 times, and then you pan 2 of them one to the left, one to the right, keep the other one in the middle. Then if you do a higher tone, do the same thing with that one, and then make sure you turn the extra ones down a little bit. Never have vocals that are all kind of competing with each other. You got to make it seem like a choir. But when you do the thing of panning with the layers, now there's a lot of presence coming with it, and it feels a little bit more grand, and kind of fills out the record in a way or whatnot. When I was hearing it, it's there, but it feels like you and whoever's singing with you, which I know is just you, is a little bit more in the back. So bring it up more and stuff like that. I do want to remind you guys that I do mix and master, and so if you ever are in need of my services, hit me up, and then we'll talk and stuff like that. You can also win free mixes and masters on my giveaway wheels and stuff like that. I should be working on one for WJ soon. I know you listening. I gotta see if and make sure that I have the right file for the one I had you re-record and stuff. Let me see where we are. And let me see. Alright, let me get back in. I had to refresh. And all right, DTZ, I don't know if these are the same or what. Let me see, 51 or 48. Let's go with the one that you sent after, right? Because you sent an MP4 at first. You were like, nah, you know what, let me just do this right here. We chasing every feeling that we lost in those times. Windows down, yeah, we crossing through the fall lines. We screaming like we never had a chance, baby, on time. Oh,
we don't wanna slow down, no. Oh, we don't wanna go up to drown, no. It's one of the roads, mama tell me don't go. I've been in my zone now, feel like I control sound.
That ain't me.
Fast life, feel like I can go now. Look too late, I got run. Late night, I'm burning on my eyelids. Trying to break free from the weight that I died with. Every little dream that I keep in a vice grip. Now I let it go, feel the spark, watch how I ignite it. We gotta ride.
But you got the same name as him? Oh, he's on YouTube.
Run it up, jumping over down just like a hurdle. I've been sipping, focused, nothing cloudy in my circle. Everything I touch, red and blue, it turn to purple. Big drip, big step, never no ties. Dripping, stand no ties. High sun and up sky high. There was one, but it never on my side, so we gotta run. There was one, but it never on my side, so we wanna run. There was one, look back in their eyes, so we gotta run. There was one, we gotta run before the midnight. You looking at me, looking at you while we in the strobe lights. Chasing every feeling that we lost in low time. You looking at me, looking at you while we in the strobe lights. We gotta run before the midnight. Oh, we don't wanna slow down, no. Yeah. I remember nights we had no direction. Just running through the city, no intentions. We just slow it down, but my heart can race it. Chasing every dream till the horse shake, yeah. We were right, we were lost, we were right. We were running through the dark, but the stars stay inside. Little flash in the moon, to the moon, we rise. Every moment like a memory, never realize, never realize, never denied. My heart beats like the wind, it was so far, it was so far, it was so far. Just hold on tight, just hold on tight.
How y'all feel about this so far? 1 in 10, you know, feedback is welcome.
If the sky fall down, we gon' stare into the light, and we still won't slow down. No, not tonight. No, not tonight. We gotta run before the midnight. Looking at me, looking at you while we in the strobe lights. Chasing every feeling that we lost in low times. Oh, we don't wanna slow down, no. Oh, we don't wanna watch you drown, no. Oh, we don't wanna slow down, no. Oh, we don't wanna watch you drown, no. It's one of the roads, my mind says we don't go.
What do you guys think about that? Give your thoughts in the chat. Give your thoughts in the chat. There's a lot of energy within this record, right? That's like get up out your seat and run type shit, right? You know, where in the music video, it's just like somebody chasing after you the whole time, or like a group of people, or whatever, and you're just running, you know, and hopping over fences and stuff like that or whatnot. Like that's what I would do, at least with the video, right? Anything that is kind of energetic, right? Driving, running, but I think running is something you can do on beat and kind of know, you know, just like what you're doing overall with the timing and stuff like that. There is something that I would probably do a little bit differently with some of the mix. I think it's just some of the effect that you have when you add an entire kind of delay, or you know, just that almost surround sound kind of sound that you have on your vocals. When you add it to an entire record, sometimes it will make it feel not inauthentic, but it'll make it feel like it's just like a different version, you know, of it or whatnot. So there's still a more formal version of what we can hear. It just needs to be dialed back just a little bit so we can make sure that we're getting the natural version of the record. Performance was on point, didn't have no problem with that. And speaking of performance, like, it feels like something that we would love to see the live performance of, right? If you have a live band kind of situation, that's always going to be the best case scenario for any artist, especially if within the instrumental that you have, if there are like guitars and certain things or whatnot. So I do highly recommend that you guys get out there and like really try. Like, the last case scenario should be you performing to your record, right, with your vocals on it, and you're just kind of like hopping around the stage, kind of doing stuff to that. You know, under that would be the instrumental or the show disc or something like that. But I think, like, I really want people to use real elements when it comes to live performances. So getting, you know, a drummer, a guitar, a bass guitar, like, get them to bring the record to life, and then for you to be the lead singer of that. Because when you do, people are going to see you as a professional, not just some random independent artist that's just, you know, trying to make it, that just happens to be at this other event and feels like they may be doing like a talent show or something like that. You want to feel like, yo, if you put effort and money into your craft, then others will see a reason to do the same thing, right? Like, not just for themselves, but I mean, like, for you. Like, when investors try to think about, like, how can we help, you know, and the work ethic, it always comes back to the work ethic of the artist. What are they willing to do while both recording the song, performing it, and, you know, do they just kind of half-ass any aspect of what they're doing? Like, nobody wants someone that doesn't want to do the work and wants to cut corners. If you guys hire somebody, think about it. If you guys hired somebody to do anything for you, if they took a shortcut and didn't take the time that you basically paid them for, right? Initially, like, it would be like if you see a painter and then you see, like, they've posted a video of just, like, literally from start to finish the amount of work that they put into something, and if with yours they just, like, threw some shit together, you'd be like, bro, are you kidding me? Like, man, like, I wanted you to do the work that I saw. So, you know, well, we'll leave it there to that. Let me see. And then got your cadence, so it's perfect, right? And then mastering and engineering. And then just the solo. And I see, did you make the instrumentals for the beat? Let me see. Yeah, I sent you a AMV video and stuff like that. Let's see. Good energy, good production. Yep. Agreed with that. Keith, what up? When you said there's be a lot of people on the YouTube. Yeah. Listen, head on over. Now we'll get a different device and then go over there. That's what I always suggest, man. Like, be everywhere. Be everywhere all at once. What was the name of that movie? Is it everyone everywhere all at once? Everything everywhere all at once? Some shit like that, man. That's a dope name for an album figure too. Let me get back in again. Again, thank y'all for y'all patience. If y'all in the free, and then I think we have a skip coming up right after that. Or right after this, I see Ernie. We got a 2-night. Do we? Oh, snap. We have a cipher with 2 Dank too. Okay. This is Laylo with Penny for Your Thoughts.
I ain't talking about ribs, bruh. When I say I need racks, gotta get it how I live, bruh. And it's just like that. Numbers gon' keep running up. And I put that on Team Blue. And these niggas gon' run up. What you think he gon' do? Cuz always saucy. And I'm straight with the lineup.
I got you.
Stay against the wall, G. Can't let them get behind us. 100 slabs that I gotta have on mimic, cuz where you find us. Plenty bags that I gotta add so the loc still can recline, cuz. Yeah, man. I ain't hard to find, cuz. Mind on my money. Money on my mind, cuz. And I'ma ride, multiply to 12 and 5, cuz. Thinking I'm lying, that's on you, cuz I hammer slide, cuz. For your thoughts. And $1 million for this real dude. I stay ready on my pivot. Ain't no need to get it misconstrued. And I'm solo. I don't ride with no click, dude. This they gon' tell YSL. That's what clicks do. And pin it for your thoughts. And $1 million for this real dude. I stay ready on my pivot. Ain't no need to get it misconstrued.
Ain't no need to get it misconstrued.
No click, dude. Yeah. It's me, myself, and under my belt. I got that stick, dude. And tell me why. These niggas say they'll ride. And every time the funk is jumping, niggas go inside.
Good man.
With these stats that I can prove. And niggas say they'll miss you, but these same niggas won't even move. Tell me why. These marks say they'll bang. And every time the funk is jumping, niggas go in chains. Ain't it strange that I'll bang? Either with or without the bang. A1 cat like that cocaine. Mama, there go that main again. Who you with? Is it Brung FTT? Yeah. It's crack lungs, you niggas dumb if you ever think you see me. I move hits if the shoe fits, it's kinda like a hit me. Niggas clueless what the blueprint is. Thoughts worth the penny. Hit it for your thoughts. And $1 million for this real dude. I stay ready on my pivot. Ain't no need to get it misconstrued. And I'm solo. I don't ride with no click, dude. This they gon' tell YSL. That's what clicks do. And hit it for your thoughts. And $1 million for this real dude. I stay ready on my pivot. Ain't no need to get it misconstrued. And I'm solo. I don't ride with no click, dude. It's just me, myself, and under my belt. I got that stick, dude. And
don't matter, but you gon' change it. Let it down with the 50 on the floor that I'm gonna throw away. I don't even know what they hit. I'm gonna say with the phone bang, with the phone dang, and the phone blade, with the popo. Alright, so 2 minutes and 47 seconds of record. No, 2 minutes and yeah. I was right. This is one that I have heard from you. You know, certain records from you guys I can consider classics because I've heard them before. They're fairly decent, you know. And I get to hear records from you guys over time, right? Beat was always freaking dope. Still always feel like there's something better that you can do to the mix and you know, raw, you know, recording or whatnot, but you go in the right direction in terms of getting your songwriting done. This is an artist who doesn't necessarily rap to type beats, right? So we get to really hear, you know, when we think about artistry and any of the different sculptors and painters who really got to be known and for their authenticity, as well as the artists throughout a decade. It's always from your point of view. What is the thing that you have that nobody else can do, right? And so you do want to try to stay away from the same old styles and type beats and things like that. Like, and if you are going to hit those sectors, you got to be better than everybody else in that lane and not get too close to people immediately saying you sound like so and so, right? When I've heard Laylo on the show, I never see anyone say, oh, he reminds me of, and then they insert a name. Like it's Laylo. You know what I mean? The more that you hear from him, you'll be like, yeah, he kind of reminds me of a dude that would be in front of the liquor store, just like shooting the shit, you know, before you head off onto your destination, you know, smoking the black and mild or something. So I always appreciate that authenticity. But to hear you get to the professional, this is what Laylo sounds like if he was signed, album in stores, here's him on vinyl, like that's what I really wanna see and stuff like that, right? So not bad. WJ had a 10 out of 10 on that, you know what I'm saying? Say for show, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Access. Hold on. And then I was like, well, hold on. Okay, so let me hit that skip. We got 2 dank coming up.
I know Diamond are the things that you wish that you had, but homie.
Cypher as well with it.
Old school games where it's all up for grabs, you know me. I love gold. I love gold. I got a big stick of gold where my thing used to be just because.
All right, give me a minute for this. Give me a minute for this one right here, right? Because I gotta try to truly pronounce everybody's name in this.
Allow me to do what I do when you want me.
Now listen, so this is the Beat Den Female Cypher 2025 Volume 2 featuring 2 Dank, Kaija, 100 Proof Yanni. We have C13 and Kaji Jones. Is it Cage Jones or Kaji Jones? I do not want to mispronounce her name. But dope thing about artists is sometimes we say our name, so if she corrects me, then we'll get it in there or whatnot. I'm gonna go with Kaji now for now, you know what I mean? But let's go ahead and rate this in the chat, like, you know, and as we come through, like, you know, let us know your favorites and you know, tap in. Get it where you fit it.
Yo, check. Non-change with the face palm. Vince Vaughn's been in space lost with his face gone. Still a race cause and a faint yawn. It's a space ball. Stay chill or remain calm. Take pills every day. Nah, I don't take pills. I just...
Yo, let's let them know. Beat Den Cypher. 2 Dank in the house. Let's go. Woo! 2 Dank, big bank. I don't fuck with your names. We going city to city, and I don't care what you claim. They either love me or hate me. Why would I care what they say? I've been grinding on the daily, turn my hustle to pay. I'm the talk in their mouth, but they ain't say it to my face. I'm the type to move silent and then pull up to your place. 2 fly, no basic. Top goals, I chase it. If it ain't about money, then I'm quick to erase it. Step it up, run it up, get out the way. I'm making moves all the time. It's a grind, dollar signs, I thought you knew. 2 Dank, big bank, I don't flock with these pigeons. Bird bitches just chirping and you ain't really be working. You ain't built like me, your shoes too clean. Why you frontin' for the gram? You ain't moving like a G. Put it down with busy beats. Studio, we making scenes. I'll let you know though if you ain't know though, it bring to life just what you dream, huh?
Come on!
Hey, Beat Den Cyphers, Kaja, you already know what's up.
She killed it.
I ain't mad at ya, I'd rather have the money and the cameras. They were hella down to me, I doubled up, I'm telling ya. I ain't never tripping on a broke boy scheme. If they ask you where I'm at, man, you never saw me. Okay, I'm really going crazy. These broke boys telling me they wanna have my baby. I don't really give a damn, I never had shit. I'll be damned if I ever give it to a broke bitch, you feel me? Okay, now I'm really going in. Baby, I'm an angel, but I really love to sin. Call it how you want, but I always do it big. Now they wanna be mad at me, I told them what it is. Nah, I ain't even mad. I've been seeing how they move, now they got me mad. Nah, I ain't even mad. I've been seeing how they move, now they got me mad.
Yeah, y'all thought you was over? Nah, it ain't. And we still here, we doing our thing and everything. Look,
I'm a cold killer, I'm so chiller. I don't need no ice tray bait, I'm too chiller. When you hit a belt out of jail, who kept it realer? Try to bring a new bitch around, I ain't filler. Gen 5 beam, S-class, no dealer. Black on black truck, hop out, I ain't skriller. Talking about your heart cold, fuck you in the blizzard. Nigga better send that bitch home, he a wizard. Tired of giving niggas all his grace when they be broke. Anytime I see him when they out, they be on coke. I'll let his ass drown, let that nigga float. Take a nigga serious, this gotta be a joke. Gotta be a game, tired of you lames. I chase a bag before I ever play a game. Shit become a lost cause, shit be getting strange. Don't compare me to no bitches, we ain't in the same lane.
I like her swag, man. Come on.
13.
It's like you got one for every lane in here. Let me see.
You can keep the fame, I only want the dough. I'm done handing out my energy for free or for the low. You got one time, better read between the lines. I know you ain't no mind reader, but thinking ain't a crime. I just sit and wonder how the fuck we got to this. We got people in the streets and people
people trying to feed their kids. Know a nigga with the lights off and barely a pot to piss. We got people in the White House that won't release the list. I guess a borrow more important than our military. Made them go without pay instead. That shit is scary. And who the fuck gon' tell me what to do with my body? What some old niggas that can't get it up, man? I should call you floppy, but I'ma ease up. I'ma chill out. Don't wanna end up with an exit wound for blood to spill out. The world is so evil and it really breaks my soul, but I'ma just keep praying for the people as a whole.
I can't choose. They all dope. Here we go. Here we go.
Used to beat the Cypher. Ay.
I need to know how she says her name.
Mix Perrion with the Cara. That's a mimosa. When you got juice like me, they call it Dolce. Deep in my Gabbana, big mama pop off like rose. Fresh pick of the season, we rap shit like a bouquet. Nefertitiism. Feel the oil royalty December 6. OB getting down on the floor with it. Sweet divine essence, it's the nectar of God. Get a taste, hold the waist, just don't waste the adores. I'm a grown woman, put some respect on it. Like how I just do it, he put a check on it. I move blessed, put my prey on their knees. I keep their heads turning, better call a priest. You see the outside pretty, but the inside gorgeous. Spiritually aligned, calm mind, body flawless. Ain't no competition that exists in this plane. That's why I'm overseas, spending foreign exchange.
That's fine, everybody. Beat Den Female Cypher, Volume 2. Let's go, let's go.
Man, I gotta see the first one, of course, cause
did you hear the news?
That's like watching Avengers 2, Age of Ultron before Avengers 1. Yo, alright, hold on, let me hit this button first.
Talk to him, cause I ain't really trying to talk to her. Got it on my mind, I wanna murder a bitch. Can't find a ride that I'ma walk to. Better tell a bitch I got it out for a bitch. Drop the Addy and I put a big hole in this bitch body. I'll fuck around and I'ma walk through. Like who want it, bitch, who opponent? I'm on your ass till you do something. Let the 40 bang at a close range, make your shoulder drop with your noodles on. I'm one dollar on the north side. My niggas in it at the boss ride. Got all my niggas clapping out the window, we front row like it's my
niggas in it at the boss ride.
First off, everybody did their thing on this. It was professional. Was you know, definitely even doper that our girl Too Dank got to, you know, got to be first within there, right? And she set it off, you know, straight as I assumed she would, right? Got in there. And, you know, like, honestly, everyone who came after still did a great job, right? They showed why they deserve to be a part of that cypher, which is what everyone needs to do. And I just love the professional, like the quality of the visuals, right? It makes you take things like that a lot more serious and you know, not just something, you know, random and no time and no editing or anything like that put into, like, no, it's pro, so it makes everyone look good, all in one. And oh my gosh, the beat, the flip, that was a good call for the whole, you know, money, power, respect, you know, kind of situation. And all of them just you know, really getting in on there and killing it with different styles, right? I felt like you had something for each sort of sector of rapping and hip-hop that they were able to sort of like get in there and represent. And I'm glad that Too Dank can really even be a part of stuff like that. You got to give me the story and the rundown of, you know, just how you know, I mean, in my mind, I already know, you know, just like as she's doing her thing out here and showing her consistency and you know, across the board with both videos and performances and the songs, it's like, you know, people start taking more of a liking and wanting to feel that support or whatnot. So often when these ciphers come out, it's like, yo, we see what you've been doing, we think you we want to shine a light on you, and you know, if you want to be a part of the cipher, get in there and do your thing. So I appreciate that. I gotta watch the first one and see how far this goes or whatnot, but I'm glad that there can be a dope cipher like that. What did you guys think? Give your overall thoughts. Did you have a favorite? Appreciate that. We're gonna hop right back into the free line right about now. Let me see. We finally got Opal, and yours is a Spotify. So give me a second to make sure that our Spotify is open. That's Napalm Nash, right? Ladies and gentlemen, okay, Napalm Nash with Nonetheless. Let me see if this actually opens it up. Okay. No, wait. I gotta add that last one to the playlist too.
You can turn water to wine and these people still won't be impressed. Give them more than they ever had. They'll act like you giving them less.
They will.
Jealousy is a disease that's deteriorating your flesh. You waiting on me to stop breathing, my nigga, then don't hold your breath. They aiming for my head. It ain't no point in me invest. You get no warning when they come for your death. Just know they coming cause they want your success. It happened to Dolphin, it happened to Nip. I won't be surprised if they come for me next. Once you realize they creeping, they already crept. It's too late now, just hope they aim ain't correct. Nigga, I had 5 minutes of sleep today and I still overslept. I don't follow my dreams, I'm leading my dreams to follow my steps. I'm following my own manuscript. They like manuscript, it is the best. You can't stress me to be under the rest, cause I'm on top, I never be under the rest. Look, the whip is cocaine white, it's the same hue as hell. I don't like to play, boy, I play these boys to the left. Trust me, you are not like me, I'm not even from here, I'm from somewhere else. And alienated me here, but it alienated me here by myself. Nigga, I just seen every part of your girl from her ass to her breast. And if she in love with you, I never would've guessed. Cause she living wild out here with nothing to regret. She like to gag in the mirror, so she can get a closer look at her gag reflex. My whole crew just took a stab at her, nigga. If her throat is hurt, it wasn't from strep. I got on designer just to go down at the Panda Express. I got the brand to protect, cause I'm a big timer right here, I'm like Manny, I'm fresh. If you a rookie to me, dog, don't be surprised if I put you to sleep like a vet. I got real diamonds on my hand when I flex. If you think they crystal, you must be on meth. I'm still the realest individual I met.
I must keep thinking he's gonna stop.
Keep my balance in check like I'm balancing checks. But I don't like balancing checks. I'm looking to hire an accountant to handle that stress. I got my hand on all the rest. My right hand don't never know what's in the hand on my left. I don't get hunted by demons. I hunt with my demons. I got all these bitches possessing. It's like I'm performing an exorcism. When I'm in the building, bitches turning their necks. I ain't afraid of no evil. I know what I owe the reaper when he come to collect. I can accept almost anything except for anything other than knowing I'm blessed. Damn, you look good, you feel good, you still fly, say less. You made it past 25, you still alive, you stay blessed. Damn, they gon' try to wait until I'm dead before they give me my respect. Social media a mess, but I'm the realest nonetheless. Nonetheless, I'm already certified nonetheless. My status is verified nonetheless. These haters is terrified nonetheless. Nonetheless, they gon' try to wait until I'm dead before they give me my respect. Kill them all with my success, cause I'm the realest nonetheless. I am not the shooter. I appointed that job to somebody who was, and he ain't got no degree, but he'll tuck it under his armpit if he must. Y'all been out here causing unnecessary attention by trying your best to be thugs. Why would you ever think we would
make sure I hit that like button.
Y'all niggas should wanna be us. I don't wanna trust nobody, cause I don't wanna risk nobody corrupting my trust. Somebody please get my therapist back on the line, cause I need to discuss my disgust. I don't wanna bump into none of my former friends. I'd rather collide with a bus, but right now it's not the time for me to crash, cause I'm too busy crushing your crush. She know I'm a marquee name in this biz. She swears she just wanna be friends, but day and night she wanna get a kid Cudi, cause I make good music and shit. I had some drugs FedEx to your chick. Then I FedEx to your chick. She get sexually affectionate and shit. But I could care less about the bitch. Okay, I'm disassociating anybody dissing disassociation. I don't need nobody tips for motivation. I'm the new king of the southern nation. Niggas get overthrown. And I'm here to submit my flag in the pavement. I'm putting the crown back where it belongs. Cause it's sitting around like I'm supposed to take it. So I'm supposed to take it. I'm the type of person that'll bring my own sand to the beach. Yeah. Cause niggas don't deserve standing on the same planet as me. Yeah. Cut my legs off and drop me, I'ma still land on my feet. Cause I'm not a man, I'm a beast. Yeah. Give me my respect. Damn, you look good, you feel good, you still fly, say less. You made it past 25, you still alive, you stay blessed. Damn, they gon' try to wait until I'm dead before they give me my respect. Social media a mess, but I'm the realest nonetheless. I'm already certified nonetheless. My status is verified nonetheless. These haters is terrified nonetheless. They gon' try to wait until I'm dead before they give me my respect. Kill them all with my success, cause I'm the realest nonetheless.
Nonetheless, there's a lot of time when I wanna be able to say I don't even know what the hell I'm about to freaking say, but you know what, man, your chicken really do need another dress, and I don't know if I want to go freaking to the whole freaking thing, cause there's a lot of time where I need to do a lot of things and I don't really need to change. What do y'all think about that overall? 1 to 10, any of y'all feedback is, of course, welcome. I like that. 5 minutes and 9 seconds. I appreciate that. Once again, everybody's different. Everybody's different, right? But I feel like, you know, these days we want to feel like an artist is truly working, right? And we know that making a dope song is hard enough. Learning that song, you know, and then really being able to perform it, that is the true test right there, right? So like when you see any scenario when there is like I don't know, corrupting dads and they're on an interview and then they do the interview and then at some point, you know, they put on a beat to one of their songs and it's just the beat and they actually perform the song front to back. It's like those are the moments your fans are always waiting for. So it helps when you can do things like that. And if it feels and sounds like you're truly, like, you know, the record that you're making and putting together, and as long as it doesn't feel like you're putting it together as you go, right, which a lot of punch-in artists will tend to make things feel, then, you know, people get to see you as an artist willing to go above and beyond. And I think like we owe it to just music lovers out there, to fans of hip-hop, of the culture, of, you know, just to really be able to test ourselves to see if we're even able to remotely go in those areas, right? 5 minutes and 9 seconds, not everybody can do. And yes, there will be scenarios where maybe after a certain amount of time they'll like shorten it or whatnot. As you guys, if you guys ever watched any top 10 like music video countdown or something like that, first week or two, maybe even 3, they'll play the full video, and then after a certain amount of time they sort of shorten it to like that second verse to go back to you know, commercial or something like that, just because people are a little bit more familiar with it by that time. But that first time, and they do that with like theme songs for TV shows as well, man. Everybody knows there's a long version of everything, of like Step by Step or Family Matters or, you know, whatever. So not bad. But yeah, good job with that. Any potential idea for a music video or anything like that? That would be dope. I'm gonna send a track. Yeah, send it to my email. It's ThatDorkyReviewShow at wait.
Be sure to send your music and beats over to ThatDorkyReviewShow@gmail.com.
Thank you, Spridsley. I don't know what I'm gonna call that guy. I don't know what the Mr. Belvedere. Let me see what we got. Hunter did George. Oh man, good thing I did not close my Spotify. I think you might have sent a beat. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got. Is it gonna load though? Is it gonna load though? Spotify is not respond. It's here though. How could it not? Okay, let's see. There it goes. Is it gonna let me play it though? It looks like it's. It doesn't look like it's available to play. Yeah, let me see if there's anything else. Cause it says, yeah, my playlist number 1. Dresden. Content is not available. I guess we're unable to play that. And I mean, you can resend it in the right way, and then we'll be able to throw that in and get you right on in. You be able to resend. Let me stop that. Let me stop that shenanigan right now. Right now. All right, then go to this. And plop this in. All right, like a king.
It's like a king.
Yeah, let me send it to ThatDorkyReviewShow@gmail.com. Get your thing in. We'll probably be in and out a few times today.
Exploding stars shine with the brightness of 10 billion stars. They're the brightest fireworks in the universe. The amazing thing is that every atom in your body came from a star that exploded. And the atoms in your left hand probably came from a different star than your right. Stars died so that you could be here.
Third city.
While we're wishing for stardom, the reality is we're stardust. Heaven raining glitter upon us with an outstretched hand. Being made in the spirit, feeling bathed in the spirit is the difference between mouse and man. I finally found the bricks. I used to build my house on sand. Now my dreams breathe without those plans. See, they used to suffocate from the weight of it. I would say nothing, stay silent. Now I doubt that man. I mean the man that I used to be. So when I'm casting visions for my future, it's writing a eulogy to that old me, that old life, that old guy, that old past, that whole path brought me here so you can see. I'm gonna switch gears, crack a watch open and hold it near to teach you. Time is better than jewelry, timing is something new to me. Still trying to plan my soundtrack for all of mankind, cause nowadays I move like a king.
Right there.
Walking my path, doing my thing. For a crown, heavy it lies until I cast it down.
Okay.
The heavier the headdress, the more it's worth, right? Did I invent this or invest in my birthright? I think back to my first flight. When they talk about the mask, the task is to help yourself first, right? And that's what I do with this music, to turn the shooter into an heir instead of Judas. When I stare at intruders moving through the kingdom, I open my arms wide, introduce them to freedom, the same one we came from. Teach the people that the blood runs the bluest and the sun's love's the truest. And the master of the land goes picking up the ruins, turns a ditch to a gift. We start slipping right into it. Foolish to the faithful, faithful to the heirs of this kingdom that we're sharing with all of the seraphim. I rest in peace within my destiny on cloud 9. You get the best of me, cause nowadays I move like a king, walking my path, doing my thing, fit for a crown. Heavy it lies until I cast it down. And I'm still not done yet. You see me resting in the sunset when the sun sets. But he doesn't do it. I fell in love with music as a lad, and now that I'm a dad, I add something to it. I'm teaching my prince to leave his prince, make a mark. Love deeply, even if it breaks your heart. Getting mended by the one who always grounds my sorrows in the crowns that I borrow. Cause nowadays I move like a king.
also want to tell you that I know that I see freaking all of the damn details. I don't know what the hell I gotta do, but like if you don't got deodorant, he smells. What y'all think about that? 1 to 10, any and all feedback is welcome.
Be sure to send your music and beats over to ThatDorkyReviewShow at gmail.com.
Come on, man. I forgot where I started playing it from. Okay, wait. Got it. Jeez Louise. First off, why was that only coming from the right side of my ear though? Like that commercial. First and foremost, let me go throw that back. All right, so that was Third City with Like a King, and man, you did a great job on that record, right? What I love is when you can see an artist writing. I'm always telling you guys, sit down and write. Sit down and write. Don't just punch in, don't just freestyle, because we can hear all of those things, but when we hear the aspect of a writer, things come out more would just say like professionally, right? There's a confidence there, there's a seriousness to like, you know, like you have all the time in the world to say what you have to say and figure out like if you're saying it wrong so you can change it and do all of that, right? So when we can see you getting on the record like a scholar, I think it just makes you look that much better, right? The overall production was very professional on it as well, so I appreciate that. Like this kind of stuff we would love to see live with a live band and having them truly help you bring the full record together and so like that. The stuff that we can play on our show is independent artists records, primarily. If it's anybody from the industry, we do recommend sending a skip because it could affect our stream in most cases or whatnot. So there are times where people have sent Tech 9, they have sent Joyner Lucas, they have sent you know, some of the artists that you know and know who have record deals. Their labels are very strict with what we can play during our lives on certain platforms, so we do have to be a little bit more strict with that. So it has to be a skip if it's a known artist. Independent though, like primarily you're in the building, right? So the stuff we love to take in is you whether you just started yesterday, you start tomorrow, come in, send your stuff. If you've been making music for years, we want to hear what you primarily have, or artists that you may actually know who might go to your school, work at your job, different stuff like that. Indie artists though, I mean XXX still technically had a label, right? Or was I wrong? Was he independent?
X.
Just like look it up. If whatever question that you would have in terms of like how about this, look it up. See what Google or Chat GPT says first. Yeah, I mean, say like is so and so signed to a major record label? Anyone signed to like Universal especially, like they hate us for some reason, man. They never want to let us like react to stuff without causing problems on the side, and it kind of freaking sucks, man. But you know, we'll deal how we deal. What up, Golf? Welcome back, long time no see. Happy Thanksgiving as well. Happy Thanksgiving. We got Spurt Up freaking next with Super Smash Hoes.
Super Smash Hoes like Minecraft hoes, like the old like Tik-Tok. I'ma get a pussy like Oscar no. You really never leave, don't want that smoke. You don't wanna ring that smoke, You don't wanna ring that smoke, You don't wanna ring that smoke.
Say what?
You don't wanna ring that smoke.
What'd you say?
I'm where this go. Spend a bitch with my pinky toe. You gonna see I'm invisible. I got more shit than the Fiji war. I'm about to fight that bitch. 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 Right, you zoom up into that no. The chopper like frozen, I'm like no. Get to no go, get the tech roll.
Episode half and half. What the freak? I don't know how I even want to feel about it. I think I want to hit a Dorky Don't Play. We added the song, but
I think that I'm the only dork here who's late in the brain. I gotta ask my freaking doctor what it takes to be strange. I will hit you fucking rappers in the face with a cane while you on a fucking train watching snakes on a plane. I just... I don't know what the hell happened.
So...
Where's the gunshot?
We have a few buttons that will usually hit either during or after a song, right? Some of those celebrate the record and others like will not say completely obliterate. But I think there's more that can be done. It was too short, but there was kind of a lot going on at the same time in terms of like the beat, and the beat was overpowering you as an artist, I will say. I did like how you were rapping to it, but I felt like it was lacking and missing something else, right? I need you to be louder than the beat overall and extend this song, make it an actual full song, so you know, people can truly appreciate it in the right way or whatnot. You know what I mean? Other than that, like, what are we doing, right? Like, that would barely get played on the radio, and obviously not everybody is trying to get to radio, so we always want to acknowledge that. But you do want to figure out where are the places you can market your records to. At best, a short record can be a moment in a movie, but then you got to think about those people who, like, when they love the soundtrack and they love that moment and they want to hear the full song and it's on the soundtrack but it's so freaking short, what are they truly gonna get out of the full song that they, you know, like, if that's it, that's it. It's gonna be a kind of a waste of time, you know what I'm saying, in my opinion. And I always think you're competing with other artists that you know and love out there, right? Your song's gonna play and then it might be Drake or Mystical or you know, Migos or whoever you would look up to, and so you want to make sure you do this thing right. So can you do R.I.P. Coach by XXX? Triple red sign his.
Sweat and tears, each in this bitch. Drop the top on them.
What was that supposed to be before he did it?
Hustle hard till I drop the top on the coupe. Too many losses when I win them dummies turn to jewels. Gotta learn how to survive.
It's by Niche.
Streets, it's a zoo. Stay on your P's and Q's or you can end up fool. Hustle hard till I drop the top on the coupe. Too many losses when I win them dummies turn to jewels. Gotta learn how to survive in these streets, it's a zoo. Stay on your P's and Q's or you can end up fool.
Maybe you gotta send it to my email though.
Drop a top on the coupe. With your suicides gonna have them sick, they need Campbell soup, they looking stupid. Just last year I was broke, this new year I got them confused. Moving muscle with different hustles, making waves like a bag of ruffles. Try to fact my vision, put it in the bubbles. So my back to the wall like 50. These niggas heart full of envy. Gotta hold my breath, my face blue, can't let the poison get in me. It's a zoo in the streets, it's Jumanji. Better learn how to survive, or you can be fooled quickly. It's P's and Q's and get money. Hustle hard till I drop the top on the coupe. Too many losses when I win them W's turn to jewels. Gotta learn how to survive in these streets, it's a zoo. Stay on your P's and Q's or you can end up fool. Hustle hard till I drop the top on the coupe. Too many losses when I win them W's turn to jewels. Gotta learn how to survive in these streets, it's a zoo. Stay on your P's and Q's or you can end up fool. Blood, sweat, and tears just to turn them L's to W's. Young age taught myself how to survive. I'm on my P's and Q's. Had to rip my heart out cause these streets don't have no love for you. They love when I was locked down. White tee, orange jumpsuit. Ever since I got out, been on moves. Can't kick off my shoes. The goal is to buy some land instead of blow it like a fool. I swear I'm about to turn Smurf, counting all these honey blues. If you wanna stain something, bro, got that beam for you.
Hustle hard till I drop the top on the coupe. Too many losses when I win.
I don't feel like you should do doubles for everything.
Gotta learn how to survive in these streets, it's a zoo. Stay on your P's and Q's, or you can end up fool.
He said,
hustle hard till I drop the top on the coupe. Too many losses when I win, them W's turn to jewels. Gotta learn how to survive in these streets, it's a zoo. Stay on your P's and Q's, or you can end up fool.
Gotta go hustle. I don't know what the. I'm just gonna drop it off right there. What do you guys think about that? Give your overall thoughts. 1 to 10. And your favorite. All right, so my opinion is I don't mind when doubles are on the chorus, right? That's like literally where I would always put it, because it gives you, like, for people who are not necessarily dumb, but for people who don't know just yet, like, they do need a guidance of like where chorus, you know, might be, outside of it just eventually finding out, oh, this is the thing that they repeat throughout the record or whatnot, right? But the doubles will usually be something, anything like with a few layers will be equated to that. And then when you do it through the entire song, you basically make it seem like you want it to be an anthem kind of record, right? Where everybody says everything, and I don't necessarily feel like it's that. And so what I always suggest is, like, when you guys go into verses, ins and outs are better than doubles. That means every important line said, you can do that, but also cut down the vocal a little bit more, because you're basically competing with yourself. Then you got to think about the live performance, right? It's always going to sound different, especially if you're, you know, performing with just the beat and yourself. And if you have a hype man, that's going to be something. But imagine and the reason why I say not to do doubles on everything is, like, imagine your hype man be on stage with you and both of you guys are rapping the entire song, right? Literally picture that right now with any record that you've made, and just imagine every single song they're rapping every word. And then imagine that some people have no idea who you are yet, and so they're watching you on stage like, wait, who's the artist? You know what I mean? Because both of you guys are basically rapping every word. So it needs to be the important lines, and then making sure that you cut it down so it's not something that outweighs the situation. Wait. Yep. Hold on, I got another record I'm pulling up next. Now they hear her. I knew you could hear her. My schedule changed, that's why I'm here. Alright, so EK.
Last summer was the best, amazing. Missing your kisses got me thinking. Or is it the feeling that I'm chasing? My dopamine, your love is muscle memory. Ooh, your heart was never something to be played with. Every moment in this life is what we make it. Play space and then we argue who's the greatest. I guess all good things must come to an end, baby. Do I have some regrets, baby? A few good memories, but they faded. Been a while since I slowed down. Deleted most of pics from my phone, but I kept a few.
You're like Maxwell, D'Angelo,
in the past now.
And taking one, bro.
Your heart was never something to be played with. Every moment in this life is what we make it. Play space and then we argue who's the greatest. My baby, I guess all good things come to an end, baby. Do I have some regrets, baby? I have a lives in my dreams.
Yeah, that.
Often notes of what I should have said. Regrets to him. It replays in my head.
Bringing it back and shit, matter of fact, I'ma rap to this. Matter of fact, I'ma go like in the show and grab a magic stick, cause that was it. I don't know what the hell I'ma do, but I'm cool with his music, freaking shit. That's why I'm gonna smash this shit. Yeah, I will run it back and loop it. And a lot of freaking people wonder what the fuck I'm doing, but I know that I am just kinda hop up on the thing. I don't know if like I would keep it the same or would I like go change freaking it when I would take you, freaking. There's lots of people that would want me to be all up on a song, but I can't make you. I want to be able to say there's no way that I've been freaking jailed and be able to go up and break you. I take you to a whole freaking different place when up and out of space to freaking be. Let me stop. I like that. So first off, I want to say, man, you have a talent there, right? You have a true talent because there's an actual voice, right? And that voice with the styles that I heard you take on within the record, you know, and I'm gonna say it again, Maxwell, D'Angelo, and Tank in one. Like, and I have no idea whether they're influences at all, but it makes me want to hear more music from you, right? Everybody knows I love a good kind of record that makes you want to light an incense and just vibe out, right? Their music is very much like that, you know, Erykah Badu, Jill Scott, and you with those artists would be a nice kind of new flavor as well. So I do hope that you do eventually get out there and are able to work with many of those kinds of artists or whatnot, man, because again, it's a nice little I may run this back right now. And I appreciate, right? Like, I love when artists like you come to the show because I'm often telling many different melodic artists about why they, like, some of them will just do like a solo kind of thing in terms of their vocal, and then they'll do like maybe give or take ad-libs here and there, and then that's it. But they don't think about harmonization and what that even means. How do you do it? And when I get to show them when a proper artist comes along, and again, it's the layers, but with the right amount, like you basically are your own choir and getting in there with low and high tones, singing in tandem, you know, with each other, creating something, and it's timed. You don't just do everything, you do it at certain times, and you know, you get to put that in. But not bad. What do you say? And they were the influence for this song, man. That's what's up. So then you listen. That's how you know when you're on the right path. When we set out to do something, okay? We all set out to do something very specific. Whether it's to, like, you know what? I wanna impress this specific audience and pay homage to these kind of artists or whatever it might be. You'll know that when you get those comments back from people of like, yo, that's what it feels like, right? So one more again. What up, DB?
Last summer was the best, amazing.
I gotta add it to the
playlist. Your kisses got me thinking, or is it the feeling that I'm chasing? My dopamine, your love is muscle memory. Ooh, your heart was never something to be played with. Every moment in this life is what we make it. Play space and then we argue who's the greatest.
What were you talking about, Zenya?
I guess all good things must come to an end, baby. Do I have some regrets, baby? A few good memories, but they faded. Been a while since I slowed down. Deleted most top pics from my phone, but I kept a few to remind me of what we had. But all that's in the past now. Your heart was never something to be played with. Every moment in this life is what we make it. Play space and then we argue who's the greatest. My baby, I guess all good things come to an end. some regrets, baby. I have a few memories, but they faded. I guess all good things must come to
I was able to channel all three though. That's just crazy.
I have a few memories, but they faded.
Like a lullaby that lives
Appreciate
in my
that.
dreams. I hear notes of what I should have said. Regrets the hook and replays.
Hey, yo, I appreciate that. Get the letter ticket. No, I'm just playing. We was gonna go all the way back over it in there again. Good job, good production, good on everything. Overall, like, it's crazy too because it's only about what, 2 minutes and 11 seconds. I wouldn't mind it being longer if you're down for it. Always know, this is what every artist needs to know. Like, nobody is trying to rush out of your record unless you're boring, repetitive, and you aren't impressing. If you're just there, you're basically background music. And yeah, nobody's even paying attention to you anyways if you're kind of just doing the same thing. You're predictable. But if you're not that, you guys are the artists that you will go wherever you are willing to take us. So it's up to you, and you know, make that decision. Go down whatever road you must, and we shall proceed or whatnot. Let me see, Lung Skull. We got you up.
We got you up.
It's a wave, so it's gonna take a bit to download, but just give me a minute. And Ryan was like, "Sing, man." Nah, listen, that's a random voice, so they don't exist. All right. Yo, this is the typical house beat of all house beats. That's what we think about when we think about house and dance.
My route hurt, ayy, blood spill on my shirt, yeah. Zen with the liquor, with the goth bitch smoking her. I'ma pull up to the function and I'll make my shit whisper. And it will not make a sound, cause it got a silencer, yeah. Ayy, burn this earth, pop the pill, my belly hurt, yeah.
It's a remix,
his body's burnt, and I left it, it's the worst, ayy. You got no money, and your chain looking like dirt, yeah. Shot my fucking art, now I'm pulling out the church, yeah. Ayy, I got plus, I got drugs, I got anything you need. I pull up, I'ma make you fucking bleed. Too much blood in my cup, cause you know that I'ma feed me, your bitch, it bet. We be making fucking seats, yeah. I got plus, I got drugs, I got anything you need. I pull up, I'ma make you fucking bleed. Too much blood in my cup, cause you know that I'ma feed me, your bitch, it bet. We be making fucking seats, yeah. I got drugs, I'ma pull up, yeah. Hey, I'm a drug, she a bug, yeah. Hey, I got drugs,
I need to think more about the beat than anything.
I'm a dog, she a bug, yo. Ay, I got plus, I got drugs, I got anything you need. I pull up, I'ma make you fucking bleed. Too much blood in my cup, cause you know that I'ma feed me, your bitch, it bet. We be making fucking seats. Ay, I got plus, I got drugs, I got anything you need.
It might be a bit much for some.
I'ma make you fucking bleed. Too much blood in my cup, cause you know that I'ma feed me, your bitch, it bet. We be making fucking seats, yeah. I got drugs, I'ma pull up, yeah. Hey, I'm a dog, she a bug, yeah. Hey, I got drugs, I'ma pull up, yeah. Hey, I'm a dog, she a bug, yeah. My route hurt, hey, blood spill on my shirt, yeah. Zen with the liquor, with the goth bitch smoking her.
Like, I almost cut it.
And I'll make my shit whisper, and it will not make a sound, cause it got a silencer, yeah. Hey, burn this earth, pop the pill, my belly hurt, yeah. His body's burnt, and I left it, it's the worst, hey. You got no money, and your chain looking like dirt, yeah. Shot my fucking art, now I'm pulling out the church, yeah. Hey, I got plus, I got drugs, I got anything you need. I pull up, I'ma make you fucking bleed. Too much blood in my cup, cause you know that I'ma feed me, your bitch, it bet. We be making fucking seats.
Okay. So big salute. Honestly, I almost cut it because it was a bit much going on in terms of, you know, the high pitched kind of sounds that were encompassing the overall song. It's a little bit of a remix, right, of a record that I haven't heard in the first place. So, you know, it'll still be looked at as original to me. A lot of the words, you know, some of them I couldn't understand, so it feels like a lot of, you know, gibberish more or less. But I think there just needs to be a little bit more structure within it. Like when it first started, you know, typical kind of house beat, right? Like I think we all heard stuff like that, and we would often make fun of it and how simple that it was. Just the kick and the snare, you know what I'm saying, over and over again. But as it started forming, it started getting a little bit better, but then it started getting a little bit weird, and you know, was in and out of a few of those things or whatnot. But I do still think that it has potential, and I want to hear, I think, an even better song behind the visual and you know, stuff like that. But yeah, it depends on like what you really want to do. I mean, well, I mean, it's half what you want to do, and then the other half what's aesthetically pleasing to the people, you know, who are going to listen to it in the first place. Sometimes like we make things that are only good for a one-time listen, and you know, it takes a lot for us to want to, you know what, I want to hear that again, let me put it on my playlist, so I can exactly do that. So you guys kind of know what to do when you guys want to put yourselves in that path, and or maybe you don't, and that's why you come to the show. So just make sure that you guys are consistent, that you guys are testing your different things. For producers, it's a little bit different too, because you don't know. I gotta go see what's up with my dog. For producers, it's a little bit different because you don't know like what you are going to allow people to feel, right? The artist has half the job, you have the other half, and with no artist, you know, you are basically on your own. But I think it's good to study sort of like what type of things do hype people up. I think with your type of stuff, it's like the beat drops and things like that. That's what sort of gets things through or whatnot. He said feature on that song. I forgot to mention it when I was resending the email. Spurt. Let me see. The one that you had sent today. Where was it, man? I remember. Let me see if I can. Trying to see where it was. What was the email again? Because for whatever reason, I don't see anything under Spurt. Bert. Hey, Bert. Let me see. Spurt and Blurty. What was it? Kester. There we go. I will see again. Just to recap. I said he did a mix. It was too short. I can. We just need to make sure we get a proper mix on it when everything is said and done or whatnot. I do mix and master, so I can try to, you know, have everything out in terms of that. But we don't want to get kind of caught behind the beat. But this could be a fun one, and you know, if me getting on it would help you extend that, you know, that would be dope. It felt more like a just a teaser, right? It's like a album coming soon kind of, you know, teaser, and then it pops up and then leaves. But you know, like, I'm always adamant in wanting to remind artists that, like, we're people look at us like we're dispendable these days, so we have to give them their money's worth. And so either we make two different versions, one that's a little bit longer and then one that's, you know, short and sweet for those that, again, that want either side. And those that really do like the short one and they still want more, they get to go to the longer one and the deluxe version, quote unquote. And then you also will have two different versions to do with what you will when it comes to live performances, right? You can choose to do the short or the longer songs and really show people, you know, well, if you have short songs only on all platforms, and then if people come to your shows, they get to see the longer songs, right? Like, you have another reason to sell tickets because people get to actually see that extra version that you're gonna do, and they can only see it when you go and perform live, right? And I don't think I've seen someone do that yet, so I'm still waiting on somebody to really take the plunge and try to go there and see what's up or whatnot. A remix can work as well, but yeah. Let me see. So I'm gonna get off for potentially a few hours, or I may come back just tomorrow or whatnot. But I'll see you guys in a bit and stuff. Make sure that you guys follow us on all platforms, all that good stuff, and then we'll sort of continue up in the line and stuff like that. I appreciate you guys for sending through, and all right.
Paging Dr. Mario. Paging Dr. Mario.
Bro, it's 2 in the morning, fell asleep and I'm yawning, waking up on the lawn, I'm seeing blue and orange. People follow me to school and copy me until I stopped and put my music on. I'm just crawling like a zombie, gnawing on a Nazi, probably in his uniform. Born identity, homie, you've been warned. My brain is so